Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Red Zone. Tonight, the Aces varsity men will be the varsity women will be taking on the Bryan Golden Bears for their starting lineups. Coached by Todd Grosjeans, the Bryan Bears start with number 2, Delilah Taylor, a 5'3" sophomore. Number 3, Kelly Miller, a 5'3" senior. And number 10, Shaylin Miley, a 5'11" junior. At number 20, Brooke Lamberson, 5'3" junior. And number 32, Chloe Antigo. She will be their 5th starter at 5'10" and a junior. For the Aces, coached by Josh Freeze, starting number 4, Kennedy Phillips, a junior at 5'6". Number 10, 6-footer Kenzie Schrader, a freshman, back from missing 2 games with a badly sprained wrist. Number 11, Kennedy Valina, a senior at 5'9". And number 12, Isabella Smith, a sophomore at 5'4". And number 15, Molly Krall, a freshman at 5'10". Number 15, the Aces are coached by Josh Freeze and will give you a ball game tonight. They will play hard and they will be after it. Kenzie Schrader may be coming off an injury, but I'm sure that's not going to slow her down playing hard.
Nope. And again, the Aces are going to have their work cut out for them tonight. The Lady Golden Bears, a good basketball team, and a lot of talented young ladies wearing the purple and gold here tonight. So
yes, they are. So we will get a good look at a lot of players here, a lot of action. Bryan with the jump ball, comes out to Lamberson at the point. Number 2 is Delilah Taylor. Number 3 is Kelly Miller. Miley, number 10, goes across court to Miller. Miller from outside with a 3. Kelly Miller breaks the ice for the Bears, putting on a token press. Kenzie Schrader gets pushed back out. Valena gives it up to Kenzie, and Kenzie bounces it off her knee, and it's over and back. So Bryan with the ball, Lamberson to Taylor. Taylor gives it to Miley. Back to Taylor from the corner. That's good. Delilah Taylor. Kenzie Schrader bringing the ball up. Gives it up to Molly Krall. Krall across 10-second line. The ball goes down to Valena. And it's taken away from her by number 32, Chloe Antigo. Outside it goes. And a number 3 by number 20.
Timeout.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Brooke
Wow.
Lamberson. Bryan's taken 3 shots and canned them all. 8-0 the lead with 6:37 remaining here in the first quarter.
All 3 of those shots, Jim, have been from right around the 3-point arc.
Yes.
I mean, 2 very long 2s and a 3. And on the other end, the Aces haven't been able to do anything. They lose the ball. They're not being smart with their passing, I guess is the best way to put it. I don't want to get too negative on them, but
they're just coughing the ball up.
Yep. So they need to be playing a little more heads up, I guess. And
yeah, they need to settle down.
Yep.
You know, you get excited coming in and playing a team like this, a team that has you in size.
Mm-hmm.
Probably experience, or no doubt experience.
Yep. And I know you're going to want to try to out-quick them.
Yes. Kenzie gives it to Krall, and Krall drags her foot. So travel. Another one of those.
You're just trying
mistakes.
to play a little too fast.
Yep. 3 turnovers, 3 possessions. Lamberson down in the corner. Taylor gives it up to Miley in the lane, drives and puts it in.
Wow, they just...
Shaylin Miley.
They do not miss.
Crawl, cross court, Valena up off the
There we
glass
go.
and good. Kennedy Valena with aces first 2. It's 10-2. Down the court, Miley over to Lamberson. Miller with our Taylor with the ball. We're going to have a personal foul on Kenzie.
Number 10, yeah. Her first and team foul number 1. Paul's going to draw the foul underneath the bucket.
2 is Taylor, Delilah Taylor. Crawl will be at the line with a pair.
And this will be another instance of you want to hit your free throws.
And not off to a good start tonight for her. She was 1 for 10 last game.
Second free throw for the freshman on the way.
There we go.
Way ahead of that now. Lamberson is the ball down low to Miller. It's up and good.
I don't think they've missed a shot
They have
yet,
it.
Jim.
They have not. 12-3. Schrader looks low. It's Phillips. Phillips baseline gets bumped. Ball intercepted by Taylor. Gives it to Miller. Miller across the line. Over to Taylor. In the corner it goes to Lamberson. Out on top to Miley. Lamberson, another 3. Still not a shot missed by the Bears. White ball off of Miley. Into the game, Kennedy Seamer for the Bears, and number 12 is Allie Zimmerman.
Looks like Eicher, Slattery, and Monroe in for the Lady Aces.
Slattery with it on the elbow. Out to Kenzie. Kenzie loses it, picks it back up. Gives it back in the middle. Out to Slattery. Slattery shot up and no good. Rebounded by Miley. And she got an offensive foul.
That'll be her second. And team foul number 3 now on the Golden Bears, and that's the first time they've gone to the hoop and not come away with points.
That's right.
Valena will step out.
Crawl into the lane.
Loses the dribble.
Pounding the ball too hard.
Yep. Got it back.
Over to Eicher, over to
Down low.
Monroe. Ball is down low and saved, but saved to the Bryan Bears by Crawl. Number 12, Zimmerman with it, shooting from 3. Bingo.
Oh, wow.
It don't matter who shoots it, it's going to go in. 18-3 with 3:30 remaining in the first quarter. Not a good start.
No.
Crawl to Slattery. Slattery in the lane, puts up the runner. It's got to get it above the rim. Down 22 is Arnold. Arnold gets the ball back, partially blocked on the shot, and it's going to be out of bounds to Bryan under their hoop.
Looks like they
Bree Long into the game for Bryan, number 24. And Tigo comes out. Shot. Lamberson is it down, back to Lamberson. Lamberson to Zimmerman. Zimmerman to Seamer. Seamer is it to Arnold. Back to Lamberson. Seamer with the ball. 12 from outside is no good. Kennedy Phillips with the rebound. Cross court crawl.
out of bounds. 2:37 to go. Should stay with the Lady Aces.
Taylor back on the floor. Lamberson comes out. Slattery with the inbounds, gives it to Kennedy Phillips, and it's on the floor, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to go to Bryan. We have first quarter jitters.
It's kind of a big matchup for the Lady Aces, as again
They don't want to do bad, and they're trying so hard.
The first game they had of the season was against a bigger school in Archbold, and they took a pretty good beating in that contest. So they were hoping to be able to have a little better showing here against the Lady Golden Bears tonight.
Zimmerman drives to the baseline, kicks it back out. Seamer into the lane. We're going to have a blocking foul.
And that's going to be the first one on the Aces.
22 White.
Eicher will pick up her first personal. Team foul number 1.
Valena into the ball game. Seamer comes out. Number 21 is Riley Burge. Arnold with the ball. Out on top, it went to Taylor. Taylor's shot is no good. She chases down the rebound at midcourt. Gives it up to Arnold. Into Burge. Burge turns and puts up an errant shot. And we have number 24, Bree Long, with the rebound, and she's fouled on the shot.
I think that's going to be on Monroe, yep. Team foul number 2 for the Aces. Well, that's no good.
Bree Long with the free throw miss. Phillips back in the game for Hicksville. And that free throw is no good. Kenzie with the rebound. Valena to Kenzie. In the corner, Phillips drives past her person, puts up his runner short. Rebound comes off to Burge. Ball saved and collected by the Aces. Valena into the lane, puts up another runner, and it is up, and she's going to get the foul.
That'll be the first personal on player number 11. And now all even on team fouls at 3 each.
Taylor across the line with it to Miller. Ball going around over to Taylor in the corner. Comes back up on top to Long. Shot deflected, and Kenzie with the layup.
There we go.
Nice block and steal and lay-in by Kenzie. Taylor in the corner. Arnold brings it back out. Turns around, Phillips on her, not to Taylor. 25 seconds remaining, and we're going to have a foul. 2 shots.
It might be the second one on
Crawl.
Valena.
Nope, it's on number 4.
Number 4.
Phillips.
That'll be her first personal. Well, so far, they might be able to light it up from the field, Jim, but they're not doing so great from the free throw line.
You're not lighting up much. 18 to 5. And that one's missed.
That's 0 for 4, I think, from the free throw line now.
1, 2, 3, 4. You're correct. Actually, it's 0 for 6 for tonight because Crawl missed 2 for us.
Yeah, that's true. Nobody's been able to take advantage.
And Bryan calls a timeout instead of getting a 5-second count.
23.1 seconds.
30-second timeout with 23 remaining.
So the Lady Aces have got a lot of ground to cover, but it looks like they're starting to maybe settle down a little bit. They've shown a few good sparks. Now we'll see how things go. A lot of basketball yet to play here tonight. Lady Golden Bears will break huddle first. Both teams with 4 timeouts remaining. Coach Freese taking advantage of the other team calling for the timeout and talking with his girls to the very last moment. Almost stolen on the inbounds.
It is. Stolen by Kenzie Schrader, and she is fouled by number 32.
That'll be team foul number 4.
Chloe Antiqua.
Slattery will inbounds
to Valena. Back to Slattery. Back to Valena. That's Phillips. Pulls it out. 15 seconds remaining. Slattery to Valena. Back to Slattery. You got to see that clock.
Down to 5.
Izzy
trying to get it up.
Got it.
Oh, all right. Great play by Izzy Smith. With 1.4 seconds.
And the foul goes to. Let's see.
Well, it's team foul number 5. They're getting ready to put it up.
I think it was number 3.
And no good.
Free throw is no good.
That'll be the end of the first quarter. Yep.
Yeah, it was 3. Miller got the personal. So the Bryan Bears have 5 personal fouls in the first quarter, and the Aces with 4. And the short end of the score at 18 to 7.
Well, we got some time here between quarters. We want to say a big thank you to our Lady Aces basketball broadcast underwriters, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford once again lending us their underwriting support and making it possible for us to bring you Lady Aces basketball action from the junior high level all the way up to the varsity action like tonight. And as we move through the season and get ready for tournament time, we're going to be able to follow the Lady Aces on the tournament trail as well, as we always are able to. Thanks again to the generous support of Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and of course online, JimSchmidtAuto.com. We want to thank them so very much for their continued support, and we hope that you'll do the same next time you stop by the dealerships for any reason, or you run into Jim or any of his employees. Make sure you let them know how much you appreciate being able to watch Lady Aces basketball on HIX-TV. They're the ones that make it possible. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, the Jim Schmidt Truck Lot, and online at JimSchmidtAuto.com.
So everybody's set, ready to go.
Aces will have the ball to start quarter number 2.
Get the clock set correctly.
Had to get those red lights off of the backboard.
Yes. So Kennedy Phillips brings the ball up. Pass down low to Crawl, and she bounced it off her foot. She's out of bounds, so it's blue ball. Lamberson gives it up to Taylor. Delilah drives down low, out to Miller. Miller across to Lamberson. Looked like she took a few extra pity pats taken off there, but no whistle. Valena. And gets her own rebound, kicks it out to Slattery. Slattery in the lane. And she puts it up too hard. Boom. Miller gives it to Lamberson. Lamberson shot way off. Gonna be jump ball. Tied it up.
And it should be, I think.
Looks like it's Bryan's ball. Well, she almost would have gotten a travel call. Tripped over one of her own players. Miller from downtown off the rim. Slattery with the rebound. Pass down to Phillips, to Valena, back to Phillips. Cross court goes to Slattery. Phillips coming around, ball slapped away by Taylor. Taylor to Miller. Miller in the lane, puts up a right-handed hook. Scoop shot, and it's no good.
Things have gone a little cold at the basket for the Lady Golden Bears here in the second quarter.
Eicher gives to Phillips. Phillips to Valena. Valena. Ball knocked away and stolen by Miller. Phillips gets it back. Crawl gives it to Eicher, and he hits the short two. Macy Eicher with 2 points.
Gets it back under, got back to single figures, a 9-point lead now, 18-9.
Miller to Seamer. Seamer, baseline, lays it in. Mackenzie Seamer. Valena. Phillips. Over to Crawl. Crawl in the lane. Nice shot.
There we go. Molly's been quiet so far tonight.
Yes.
Be nice to see her heat up a little bit.
Nice to see her attack the basket. And I knew that was going to happen.
Going to get the reach in.
Yep.
That'll be her first, and that's team foul number 5.
Into the game comes Monroe, Lizzie, Kenzie. Bergman's in too. Bergman getting a lot of varsity time lately. Arnold with the ball. Gives it out to Zimmerman. Zimmerman goes down, and we're going to have a foul. Number 10, Kenzie.
Schrader, yeah.
Oh, Izzy about had that. Lamberson, ball. To Arnold.
Up and good. Back up to an 11-point lead again, 22-11. And off of Crawl's hands and out of bounds again. Ball's going to have a seat, and Slattery back into the game.
Yeah, 4:15 remaining in the first half.
Halfway home in the second quarter.
Lamberson down in the corner. Got Zimmerman bringing it around. To Lamberson. Bounce pass into Burge. One hand push is no good. The rebound comes off to Bryan. Has it. Number
Jump ball.
32 jumped up. Chloe Antigua.
That should be the Aces on the possession arrow, and it is.
And it is.
So we're past the halfway point of quarter number 2, 3:52, and the clock rolling.
Down to Monroe. Monroe turns back to Bergman. Bergman back to Monroe, and she loses the ball. Arnold up the floor. Down to Burge. Burge's shot is no good. She gets, oh, did she push? Kenzie went that one quick. Burge kind of strong.
And they're going to give the foul to Bryan, and they're going to get number 21. Her first personal, team foul 6.
So next time both of them, either team is in the 1-on-1 situation.
We may see somebody in the bonus before this half is done.
The travel. Taylor back in the game for Lamberson. Taylor on the point. He gives it to Arnold. Arnold over to Antigo. Drive in the lane.
She's going to get hacked.
Zimmerman. 13, Bergman picks up the personal.
Yeah, that'll be number 7. This is a two-shot foul, but it also puts the Lady Golden Bears in the bonus.
Gotta wait till they wave you on the floor.
That's good.
Bergman will sit down. 23-11, Bryan. 3:07 remaining in the first half. Second free throw, no good. Rebound, Monroe. Down to Valena. Cross court, Slattery. Tries to go to the left side, puts up a runner. It's no good. Taylor with the rebound. Taylor in the corner. Goes down to Burge. Burge up and good. Schrader. Slattery with the ball. Monroe gives to Valena. Down to the base. And gonna have a blocking foul on 21.
That'll be her second, and that should put Kennedy Valena at the free throw line. The Aces will go into the bonus.
Bree Long into the game for Chloe Antigo.
So we've got 2:20 to go before halftime, and from here on out, both teams shooting free throws.
Seamer in the game for Burge. We got Kennedy Phillips in the ball game for Hicksville. And we got the free throw to fall for Valena. Misses the second one.
Score will say 25-12.
It's like there's a rule that you can't make two in a row. Oh, bad pass. Get it back to Taylor. Taylor, Zimmerman, across court, Long, back inside to Seamer. Seamer down low with the ball and the bucket.
Good.
4 points for Seamer. 27-12, Bryan. 1:40 remaining. We're going to have a timeout called by the Aces. Full timeout.
It'll be their second of the game. Comes with 1:41 left in the first half. And the Aces down by 15, 27-12. Both teams in the bonus with 17 fouls on either side of the ball. So this is the time, Jim, when the Aces get the opportunity to go to the free throw line. They need to be able to hit their shots.
Yeah, that's very true. They're giving you a chance, with stopping the clock with the personal. You want to score when the clock is stopped. Easy to catch up that way and not have the clock running. 27-12.
So the Lady Golden Bears will break their huddle. And they'll get ready. They will have the ball. Side court. No, they won't. She walked up and stood there like she was going to get the ball.
Yeah.
They reminded her, no.
Yeah, Miller, number 3, Seamer, number 5. Number 22 is Arnold. Number 24 is Bree Long.
And 12.
And 12 is Allie Zimmerman for Bryan. For the Aces, it's Kennedy Valena. It's Macy Eicher, Kennedy Phillips, Kenzie Schrader, and
Molly Crawl.
You got it. Phillips to Crawl. Crawl holds it, travels. She just gets
she gets going and then she
excited.
And she tries to stop to decide whether she wants to pass it or take it towards the hoop. And
I'm beginning to like the Aces girls team. They have knee supports. 3 of them out there right now have knee supports, and those are really valuable to a girl playing this game.
Oh, that's going to be Schrader, I think, picking up her second. That'll be team foul number 8.
Long went down hard. And she'll shoot a pair.
At least she's got her knee pads. She's another one.
Have lane violation. Seamer pulled out.
And that was a 1-and-1, so she's done. And full court press, and it's successful.
Shot is long. Miller with a rebound into the lane. Rebound pulled out there by Crawl.
Under a minute now.
Schrader. Gives it to Crawl. Phillips. Schrader.
And Schrader's going to be fouled by number 24. I don't think Kenzie even realized she got fouled.
The girl put up a forearm.
That's team foul number 8 for the Bears. That one's good. 29-13. Number 24, after committing that foul, will have a seat. Number 32 into the game for her.
Chloe Antigo.
And Slattery comes in for Crawl. And that one's good too.
Schrader breaks the mold. Makes 2 in a row.
Eicher will come out and Monroe back into the game for the Aces on defense.
37 seconds remaining in the first half. 29-14. Bryan with the lead. Miller gives it up to Arnold. Back to Miller. Over to Seamer. Seamer into the lane. Back over to Arnold. Shot is up and no good. Antigo and Bergman tied up. possession to Bryan. Into the game for Bryan is Shaylin Miley.
And Belena will be put in real quick for Phillips.
Ten seconds. And shot is no good, and that is the end of the first half. The score 29-14. Bryan Golden Bears over the Aces here at halftime. That'll be back in a few seconds with the second half.
Well, we'll welcome you back to the Red Zone. We got about a minute to go here before we get the second half of action underway. If you are just joining us at halftime, it's the Lady Golden Bears of Bryan leading the Aces by 15, 29-14. And Jim, well, they started off the Lady Golden Bears red hot on the floor. Fortunately, they cooled down a little bit because otherwise the Aces might really be behind the 8 ball getting ready to start this second half.
It's true. It's very true. The Aces kind of warmed up after the start that they had, too. Scoring-wise for Bryan, Delilah Taylor has a basket for 2. Kelly Miller, a tray and a basket for 2. That's 5. Kennedy Seamer has 2 buckets for 4. Shaylin Miley has a basket for 2. Allie Zimmerman has a tray and a free throw for 4. Brooke Lamberson has 2 trays for 6. Riley Burge has a bucket for 2. Addie Arnold a bucket for 2. And that is all the scoring for them. For Hicksville, it is Kenzie Schrader has 2 free throws and a basket for 4 points. Kennedy Valena has a bucket and a free throw for 3. Izzy Smith a basket for 2, as does Molly Kroll and Macy Eicher for the Aces total of 14. Phillips says Kroll from the wing, cases down a rebound, gives it inside to Izzy, underneath Kroll, and she missed the shot but got the rebound and made it. Bears have the ball. Lamberson gives it to Taylor. Taylor's shot is blocked. Out to Miller to Lamberson. Lamberson gives it up. And Tigo Taylor inside to Miller. We're going to have a block on Kroll.
And that'll be Molly's second personal and the first team foul of the half.
Miller at the line to shoot a pair.
That one's good.
Second one is up and it's good. Miller has 7 for the evening. Kroll just about traveled again. Schrader at the line, carried the ball. 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
Seemed like that was kind of quick, 10 seconds. He had the fast clock on it. Lamberson to inbound it. Gives it to Taylor. Taylor down in the corner to Miller. Miller back in the corner. Miley. Travel.
So we'll trade turnovers and get the ball back into the hands of the Lady Aces.
Schrader, the crawl. Just about had another 10 seconds.
I was counting in my head, and I was between 8 and 9.
Valena's layup is missed, and Bryan comes out with the ball. Miley to Lamberson, Lamberson baseline, and we're gonna have a blocking foul on Valena.
That'll be Kennedy's second, and team foul number 2 on the Lady Aces.
Slattery in the game for Schrader. Schrader, I think, banged her head when that last rebounding episode at Bryan's end of the floor. Or at our end of the floor. We have a 5-second count on the inbound, so it's Hicksville ball out of bounds. Bryan will try to return the favor with the press. Gives it to Phillips to crawl up. Picks it up, gives it to Slattery. Across the line. Stepping back. Gives it to Phillips. Izzy Smith hands the ball directly to Taylor. Crawl catches up with him and steals the ball back. Phillips down to Slattery in the lane, intended for Smith. Taylor gets it back. Lamberson over to Antigo. Offensive foul. Antigo, her second.
That'll be the first team foul for the Golden Bears in this half.
Into the game, number 12, Allie Zimmerman for Lamberson. Once again, Bryan putting on.
And too much on it.
And it was caught up with by Izzy over on the other side.
That was pretty lucky.
Carried the ball.
Credit Izzy Smith for rocketing down there because
she has some wheels.
Yep.
Kenzie Schrader back in the game as Macy Eicher and number 13, Lindsey Bergman for Hicksville. Bryan will be inbounding. Taylor. Out front to Arnold. To Miley. To Taylor. Taylor back to Arnold. To Taylor. Miley with the ball. Antigo inside the lane, back out to Taylor. Taylor's short jumper is no good. Rebound Schrader. Ball down to Kennedy Phillips. She's by her person, puts up the shot and partially blocked. Shot put up by Zimmerman is good. Gives Zimmerman 6 points.
Makes it 33-16 now.
And we're going to have a reach foul on Taylor.
It's her first personal and team foul number 2 on the Golden Bears.
Monroe into the game. Slattery comes out. Steal by Lamberson.
No.
And good.
Count it, and she goes to the line. That'll be Phillips' second personal.
Good, good.
And makes it a 21-point lead.
Schrader down to Bergman. To Eicher.
There we go. Nice pass
4 points for Macy.
from Bergman to Eicher for the bucket.
Arnold drives down. Seamer with the ball. Seamer looking, back to Arnold. Into the lane. Wow. She carried the ball in. Seamer down low. It's no good. Seamer rips it out of there. Have a jump. Gonna be Monroe tied her up. Be Bryan's ball. Lamberson the ball. To Seamer. Miley. Ball goes out of bounds. Hicksville ball. Schrader to inbound it. And Phillips over to Schrader. Over to Monroe with it. Down to Phillips.
Out of bounds. Slapped out by the Lady Golden Bears.
Monroe to inbound it. Somebody get open. Schrader with the ball. Monroe across to Phillips. Got a timeout by the Aces, 30 seconds. 36-18 the score.
Timeout comes with 3:03 left to go in our third quarter. And again, the Bears have doubled up on the Aces, 36-18. And this is the third timeout that the Aces have utilized, so they just have 2 remaining for the remainder of the game. 3 team fouls on Hicksville and only 2 committed by the Golden Bears so far. They'll sound the horn and back out onto the floor come both squads. And the Aces will get ready to inbounds.
Schrader with it. Step out in the open. Bergman gets it from Schrader. Back. Across to Phillips. And down. Eicher faked him out and then throws the ball away. Zimmerman with the lay-in. 8 points for Zimmerman, leading Bryan in scoring. Pass down low to Bergman, across to Eicher, and Eicher fouled. Miley. Her third.
Yep.
Antigo into the game. Miley will sit down.
Monroe
to Phillips. Schrader up on top. And Schrader's going to be fouled by Seamer.
That'll put Kenzie Schrader at the line.
Seamer's first.
Yep. And team foul number 4 for Bryan.
First one's good by Schrader.
And here comes Smith, Slattery, Villena.
Everybody.
And Crawl back into the game. Everybody but Schrader.
Yes. No good by Schrader. Rebound Lamberson. Seamer, the ball. Down low. Zimmerman. Bring it over to Lamberson. Antigo. Arnold with the ball inside.
Slapped away.
Oops.
There we go.
Arnold misses it.
Now we're going to have a foul underneath the basket.
Izzy Smith going to pick it up? Yes, he is. Her first.
Team foul number 4, and it'll be 2 shots for Bryan.
Defense is kind of neutralized Crawl.
39-19. Back to a 20-point lead. Yeah, Molly has just not had a good night tonight.
Second one put up there by Zimmerman, and it's good.
Nice deflection.
Yeah.
But that one not so good.
Pass in to Seamer, and it's batted around, volleyballed around. Taylor to Seamer, shot no good. Valena with the board. Gives it Schrader. Up the floor. Taken away by Seamer. Miller to the hoop, and it's going to be off Schrader.
I wonder if Schrader's wrist is still bothering her a little bit,
Oh, I'm
and
sure
affecting
it
her
is.
ability to catch some of those passes or handle the ball.
Way to go, Izzy.
Crawl trapped in a double team. Out of bounds off of Bryan on a heads-up play. The Aces get their offense set.
42 seconds remaining in the third. She did not have control of it, but it can't be over and back.
Schrader will hit the deck. It'll be Ace's ball out of bounds, and
Antigo gets the personal.
that'll be her third.
Taylor knocks the ball back inbounds to the Bears. Antigo controls it, brings it up. Zimmerman with the ball. Across to Taylor.
15 seconds.
Miller with the ball headed to the lane, and Crawls is going to get a foul. Her third. 6 seconds remaining. Eicher and Bergman into the game.
8 seconds left in the quarter.
Seamer misses the shot, but
draw the foul.
gets pair. Smith gets the foul.
That'll be Izzy's second.
Missed it.
Put back, no good.
And at the end of 3/4 of play, it is Bryan Golden Bears 40 and the Aces 19.
So we'll get ready for the 4th quarter of action here on this varsity contest at the Red Zone. And we'll take a little time to say a big thank you to the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, our basketball broadcast underwriters here on Hicksville Community Television. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and of course online at jimschmidtauto.com. If online, you can check out the entire dealer inventory for all of the Jim Schmidt dealerships, as well as their hours of operation, contact information, and all the things that are happening in the service departments and so forth. Hey, don't forget, speaking of the service departments, we've got the cold winter weather drive-in coming our way. So if you want to make sure your car is all winterized and ready to go, you can make an appointment at either Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick or Jim Schmidt Ford. They'll be able to help you out. They can take care of all your basic maintenance needs, and if you got any major work needs to be done, they can handle that for you as well. We're so proud to have their continued support as our basketball underwriters for the 2019-20 season. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships right here in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com.
Bryan has Miley and Burge, Taylor, Lamberson, and number 12 is Zimmerman on the floor. Aces with Slattery, Valena, Izzy Smith, Macy Eicher, and Lindsey Bergman.
Well, the Aces are sure getting a workout and practicing being able to beat the press here tonight.
And that can't be anything but good. Kenzie back into the game for Bergman. Taylor gives it Zimmerman, Miley. Down inside to Burge. Burge loses the ball, it's on the floor.
It's going to stay with the Golden Bears. 6 team fouls on the Aces and 5 on Bryan as we head into the 4th quarter. Put back, and
Miley gets the rebound in the shot, and there's fouled.
It's going to be on Schrader. I think that's going to be Kenzie's 3rd.
Yes.
And that will put the Lady Golden Bears in the bonus for the remainder of the game. That one's good. It's a 2-shot foul, so you don't have to worry about whether or not she makes the first one. Carl Monroe Phillips check in for the Aces.
And her second free throw is no good. Crawl in the lane, the runner is up, and she's fouled. 32, Antigo.
That's team foul number 6.
And that's her 4th.
Yeah. And after this, the Aces will be in the bonus at the next foul.
Yeah, Molly's 2 for 4 tonight.
Makes it 41-20.
Taylor quickly down the floor to Miley. Drives in, up off the glass. Miley taps it around. Taylor gets it out on the wing. Over to Lamberson.
Ooh.
Time for a three.
Haven't had one of those for a while.
Crawl. Phillips. The ball is stolen by Lamberson.
Lamberson will shoot a couple. That'll be the third foul on Phillips.
First one is no good. Taylor will be sitting down. Arnold in for her. And the second free throw is good by Lamberson. Go to the wall. 20. Lamberson gets her first.
And crawl back at the line again. That's team foul number 7. Ace is in the bonus. 6:20 left in the game.
Fall in.
There we go. Crawl gets the friendly bounce. He actually got about 3 friendly bounces before it went
confidence. Antigo back in the game, in for Burge.
Got them both.
Better,
there
Molly.
We go.
4 for 6.
And that's a little better than her last outing, for
yes,
sure.
For sure. Antigo with the ball. Ball coming around. Lamberson down in low. Crawl just picked up her 4th.
That'll be 1 and 1. That's team foul number 9 on the Aces. So after this, it's 2 shots regardless for the Lady Golden Bears.
First is good. Second is also good. Gives her 5 points for the night. Crawl with it. Ball intercepted by Antigo. Miller drives in, kicks it back out to Miley. It's off the rim, no good. Schrader with the rebound. Down to Crawl. Crawl tied up by Antigo. Got to be Bryan ball. Bounce pass to Miley. It's up and rebound is good. 7 points for Miley.
And another turnover.
Girls are like a half a step behind. Lamberson across to Miller. Miller into the lane. Shot is partially blocked. Schrader to Crawl. Crawl in the lane.
And
Crawl gets the lay-in.
Good job from Molly, as that'll be team foul number 8 on the Bears. And she'll get to go to the line with a chance to complete the 3-point play. That'll be the second personal on number 3 for Bryan. She'll have a seat. There we go.
Man,
Nothing but net.
No kidding. They're falling like rain.
And they'll let Molly sit down for a bit of a breather.
5 out of 7 tonight. 49-25. Aces are trailing. Arnold with the ball. To Miley. To Arnold. Out front, Zimmerman. No good. Arnold, and she's fouled.
And that'll be the double bonus now for Bryan for the rest of the game. 4:17 left in regulation.
Third personal. Oh, fourth personal on Phillips.
There's a couple of lady aces now with 4 hanging on. That's good.
50 to 25 Bryan. Midway through the fourth quarter.
And second free throw is no good. We're going to have another foul.
That one I think might be on-
Antigo to the line. Bergman picks up this one.
That'll be Lindsay's second. Didn't take much of any time off the clock either. So with 4:15 to go in the game.
And Tigo misses the first one. And the second one. 14 in the game is Brooke Taylor from the JV team.
I think we'll start probably seeing some of the junior varsity girls getting rotated in here in the last 4 minutes for Bryan.
Arnold
Oh,
off the glass for 3.
53 to 25.
6 for Arnold. Slattery puts up a runner, and going to be a foul on the rebound.
Have to go in the ball game on
14.
Just into the game, Brooke Taylor. Number 4 goes to Haley Wheeler from the JV game.
Number 24 checking in for Bryan as well. Izzy Smith at the line.
Izzy's free throw is no good.
That was team foul number 9, by the way, for the Bears. So after this, the Lady Aces shoot 2 free throws.
Monroe with the interception. And Slattery is going to pick up a foul. Number 1 for her.
So 2 more for the Golden Bears at the free throw line.
home. Captain and Me by the Doobie Brothers was released on March 2nd.
Into the game is my favorite player tonight, Langendorfer.
What a show she put on in the junior varsity game.
Yes.
A talented, talented freshman basketball player.
And both free throws are missed by Wheeler.
And we're going to go down to the other end to shoot some free throws for the Aces.
14 with the personal.
We might be here for a while if we're going to be trading
Yes,
instant
really.
fouls with both teams in the double bonus.
Eicher at the line.
That's good.
Dinger. And it's the second one, too. 53-27 for Bryan leading. Langendorfer with the ball. Pass is behind the intended receiver. It's Wheeler, and it's out of bounds to Hicksville. 4 new players coming in for the Aces.
Get the starters back out on the floor.
Who's staying and who's going?
Well, looks like Krall's going to come in for Slattery. And Schrader is back out on the floor along with Valena, Phillips, and
Monroe.
Monroe, I think, is the only one staying on the floor.
Valena.
Ooh. And people went down hard on that one.
Yep, Bree Long was the one that landed on it, or they got landed on. Wheeler gets the foul.
And Valena will be shooting 2. That one's good.
Into the game comes
Number 54.
54. That's Lexi Allspaw.
6'3", and a pretty good rebounder under the basket.
Glenna's got 5 points on the night. Pass intended for Allspaw, and it's out of bounds.
Because if she gets the pass down low underneath the basket, you're not going to move her out of the way.
No, no, no way. Phillips from the corner, in and out. Rebound, Krall. And she is fouled by Lexi.
She'll pick up her first personal.
Yep. The string was broken at 4. Let's start a new one.
Yeah.
She's got 12 points. 53-30, Bryan. Wheeler to Taylor, to Wheeler to Allspaw, and she is fouled.
1:47 left in the game.
Valena picks that one up.
That'll be number 3 on Kennedy.
One miss. Izzy Smith into the game for Schrader.
Red zone at Hicksville, minute 47 remaining in the ball game, and on that Inbrook Exchange Bank scoreboard, Bryan 53, Hicksville 30.
And looks like number 52 might be getting ready to check in for the Golden Bears.
Long ball going around. Langendorfer misses at everything. And into the game comes Allie Allspaw. Have the Twin Towers on the floor.
Both the Allspaw girls to finish up this game. 1:35 left in regulation. Not that we have any chance of going to overtime.
Now a timeout called by the Aces.
That'll be their 4th timeout called, and the Aces will be able to stop the clock one more time if they choose to do so. Full 1 minute timeout. Both teams in the double bonus as we get ready to go into the stretch run of this varsity matchup. Bears with a comfortable 23-point lead, 53-30. And after we get done here, we're going to have a kind of a layoff. This is the last home game here at the Red Zone for a couple of weeks. There won't be any action happening here basketball-wise until the Friday after Christmas. The Aces will be host for the boys Route 49 Varsity Classic this year. So there'll be a couple of basketball games on the Friday and again on the Saturday after Christmas. But aside from that, we've got a bit of a layoff. So the Aces boys and girls teams will be in action a few more times this month, but on the road. I think both the boys and girls are making the trip to Stryker next week. Coming out of our timeout, back into action. Closing in on 1 minute left to go in the game.
Aces on the outside. Phillips from 3.
Hey, there we go.
Yippee, way to go. Nice shot. Kennedy puts her on the scorebook with 3 points. Langendorfer into the corner. Taylor underneath. It goes to Lexi Alspaw. (55-33), 22-point lead. Monroe to Crawl to Valena. Monroe from outside.
Oh, and she dials it up. Where was this earlier?
Yes, really. I was sitting on the bench.
15 seconds.
Wheeler down low to Ali Alspaw, and she is blocked by the backboard. Crawl all the way to the hoop. No, Ali Alspaw with the ball off the glass, and that's the end of the ball game.
Woo.
With the Aces coming up on the short end of a 55-36 score. I'll be right here with the stats for you. It's going to be long and hard. Okay, for Bryan, Delilah Taylor had a basket for 2. Kelly Miller had a bucket, a tray, and 2 free throws for 7. And Kennedy Seamer, she had 2 buckets for 4. Shannon Miley had 2 baskets and 3 free throws for 7. We had 7, 8, 9, 10 for Zimmerman. Had 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 for Brooke Lamberson. 2 for Burge. Addie Arnold had 6. And 2 points for Lexi Alspaw. And that is their total of 55. For Hicksville, Kennedy Phillips, a tray there at the end of the game. Kenzie Schrader had a basket, 3 free throws for 5 points. Kennedy Valena had a basket, 3 free throws for 5 points. Izzy Smith had a basket for 2. Macy Eicher had 2 baskets, 2 free throws for 6. Kelsey Monroe had a tray for 3. And leading all scorers for Hicksville, Molly Crawl had 3 baskets, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 points. She came alive. She'll find out that she gets more points if she makes those free throws, I'll tell you.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Well, it was better. She shot, I think it was 10% from the free throw line the last time we saw her, so improved on that significantly. So
yes,
again, it was a tough night for the Aces. You're playing a team from a bigger school that has a little edge on you for talent and for experience and a lot of height too. So again, a lot of experience for the gals. Like I said, they got a good workout in how to move the ball down the floor against a pretty good press tonight. And it's just that's the way the cookie crumbles. 55-36, our final score.
The Aces ended up free throw wise pretty fair because Bryan was 11 of 25, which is 44%, and the Aces were 12 of 19, which is just short of 2/3.
Yeah,
so
about 62-63%.
Yeah. So they improved on that immensely.
Yeah, like I said, there are bright spots. I mean, Coach Josh Fries can't be completely downhearted about the games here tonight.
No way.
They had, like I said, they're showing some sparks and they're getting better. And as he said, the goal for the late November and December games is to get your experience, learn stuff, get a lot of game experience out there on the court against opponents, and just sharpen and hone your game to be ready for the conference schedule when it rolls around.
The conference is what they always look at. The preseason, those are just wins and losses, and as far as anything else, they're learning experiences.
Yeah, and like I said, they set their goals, and I think almost every coach will say like their first goal is to be over 500 at the end of the year, but their second goal is almost always win the league.
Right.
And
exactly.
And it's. So, and if you're over 500, you got a good shot. I mean, you're going to be winning the league. So,
right. You're going to be in the mix. Yes.
So anyhow, as we mentioned, we got a long layoff. We will not be back with you here on HIX-TV until the Boys Route 49 Classic rolls around. And that'll be the weekend after Christmas. And, well, somebody's going to be heading down south where the weather's warm and enjoying those orange juices and golf courses and all that other good stuff down in the Florida sunshine.
All of that stuff.
So, first off, Jim, thanks for all your help here in December. Have a great trip. We'll look forward to seeing you back with us in the spring. Yep. And I guess we can wish everybody happy holidays and Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Because this will be the last opportunity that we'll have to speak with them before the holidays roll around.
That's right.
Again, if you are going to be traveling this holiday season, do so safely and hope you have a wonderful time with family and friends and Santa's good to you and all that wonderful stuff. And don't eat too much and be smart if you're celebrating.
If you're coming to Clearwater, Florida, stop in at the top of the world. And you can find me there. We have a condo now, and I'm 50 yards from the golf course.
There you go.
We'll be all set.
Do you get balls? You can pick up some balls for free in your backyard?
Yeah, no problem. No, they don't hit them our direction.
All right, well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing like sitting there with your breakfast in the morning, all of a sudden, pow!
Yeah, right, right.
Golf balls bouncing off the windows. So anyhow, with that, we're going to wrap it up for the evening. Again, I want to say a big thank you to Mrs. Overmeyer and Haught, the co-athletic directors here, and all the athletic staff at Hicksville High School. Thanks also to the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships here in Hicksville, Ohio, are underwriting our basketball coverage on HIX-TV. Most of all, thanks to you for tuning by and watching with us. Hope you enjoyed coverage of tonight's game against the Golden Bears with the Lady Aces. So with that, once again, final score, 55-36. The Lady Aces go down to defeat. And wrap it up for December, basically. And our basketball coverage, here's Jim Seiler.
Yeah, we're right back here. I'd really like to wish everybody Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, be safe and all that sort of thing, and we'll be back to see you next fall. 55-36, the Aces went down tonight, but it was a learning experience that you could see some improvement right along the way, especially Molly Crawl. Good shooting, free throw line. She has greatly improved there. So I'd like to say once again, good night to you, good night, and good sports.